Without further ado, bear down.
Bear down. So I'm sorry. There's one constant. It's nag.
It was almost 4th and 21 at one point. Think about this shit. Like, not fucking rocket science. It's Nick Foles looked like he was standing on top of a broom. At least we have a fucking kicker.
We finally have a kicker. It's like 3rd and 4, and he's throwing 3 yards on an out route. I'm fucking done.
How the fuck does a college quarterback just throw it away within a second of knowing I don't have shit?
Yeah,
and Foles is like,
for how
I'm gonna fold.
He's
I
a
mean,
fucking
this
launcher.
You're not.
He's literally a launcher. He just fucking folds.
Immediately folds.
That shot. Bear down.
Hey guys, welcome back to 4th and 21, a Chicago Bears talk show by Bears fans for Bears fans. I'm Arturo. This is No Ketchup. Welcome back. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, like, and comment. Bears are out of the playoffs.
Yep. Just like in Chicago, there's no ketchup. There's no playoffs. No hope. Good news is there's no Pagano. We'll talk about that in another video, but that's about the only good news that I have right now.
Both thought we were going to win, which we did not. So
we had that ridiculous optimism for no fucking reason. I do it to myself every fucking time. I'm like, okay, I can see how we can win. And then we never fucking do it. We never fucking do it. So, yeah, like you were saying.
Last time I took a 99 bananas shot, which I'm sure you remember was fucking gross. I almost threw up. And then we've taken that Fernet gross Italian liqueur before. Since we're out of the playoffs, we figured we both said we were going to win. We're both wrong. Let's mix those two together and take.
So we have a half shot of 99 bananas, a half shot of what?
Fernet.
This is going to be fucking disgusting. Oh, fuck. I'm actually so nervous for this. Do you just want to get out of the way? Just get out of the way. So got to bear down, though.
Bear down.
Fuck. Oh, God. That one just keeps going.
I'm pretending that I'm dying and I needed to take that to survive.
Oh, it is
It's mentally helping a little bit.
A Listerine-infused fucking, not even regular banana, but that fake banana shit. Like banana pudding kind of shit. Whew. Oh, God.
I just realized I love bananas, but I hate banana everything.
Banana flavored shit is not the same as bananas. Like banana pudding, not
I hate
good.
banana pudding. I hate banana bread. I hate banana.
Oh, that's no
grapes.
fuck. Banana bread's great. Banana bread
No,
is.
I don't
really
like.
good.
I just realized I don't like anything banana flavored unless it's
Banana
fucking
Laffy
banana.
Taffy, shit. I like banana runts personally.
Yeah, fuck that.
Can't there be any like many other banana things? People don't tend to use bananas because they're pretty fucking gross, like flavor wise. The banana at least goes away right away. The whatever the other shit is, the Italian shit does not. That just lingers.
I just literally drank banana Listerine.
And you know what? It's still not as bad as the Bears played on Sunday. What sucks is that we actually, like, going into halftime, I was like, we're down 7-3. We get the ball coming out after half. We could still put up a really good fight. No, that the most hope I had was at halftime. Can you talk yet?
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, where do we start? Offense, defense, special teams. Start with the offense.
Okay, grade.
Grade, I give him a C minus.
What? Absolutely not. They
D.
get a failing grade. They get a failing grade. You put up 3 until the last play of the game where
I
you
can't
get
really
a
think right
one-handed
now.
touchdown. You get 3 points.
I really think I'm gonna throw up.
We have a trash can because I want to get this on camera. He's a huge pussy, if you haven't noticed.
You try taking one of these.
I'm
not talking to you.
Well, I was gonna say I clearly did. I'm sitting right next to you. No, they get an F. They didn't run the ball early and often. They didn't, whenever they had a third down, they didn't throw it past the marker. So I don't know how they expect to get a third down. When they went for it on fourth down with Trubisky, he ran it out of bounds like 2 yards short without even trying to get the fucking first down. When they did get a good play to Wims down the sideline, well, I'm talking about down the sideline, he caught it. What was it, like the very next fucking play that they had that the play was actually worked to perfection. But why are you giving Javon Wims, the guy who socked the Saints player, Gardner Johnson, the last time they played, why are you giving him all these opportunities early on in the game? The guy doesn't even deserve to be on the team after he fucking socked him, really. So then we're giving him the shots downfield early. And why? He barely plays.
Did you drink that already?
No, I haven't yet. He barely fucking plays in the regular season. And so when we get into the playoffs, like I get that Darnell Mooney's not there, but we go to him deep and in the end zone. And it was, I'm not going to lie, like the play was actually fucking sick.
Yeah.
It worked
throw was
perfectly. You know what? Trubisky put that shit on a dime. That was fucking amazing. And Javon Wims just right through his fucking arms. God, that could have honestly, like, I hate to say like, oh, one play like changes a game because they had a lot of other chances to
but early on
correct it.
We could have.
But that would have put, what would that have done for the offense? Like for their mindset, the confidence, like the whole team, the defense would have come out and been like, oh shit.
Time for us to shut them down so we can stay ahead or
and then
stay up to par with them. But yeah, no, you're right. Third down, shitty ass three.
It's like 3rd and 8, and
we're not running it on first down. We're throwing it down the field on first. We're running it on second down. Third down, we're throwing it 3 yards when we need 8.
It looked like Nagy was play calling again.
No, it did. That was not.
I swear,
that's not what we've seen. Saw Laser call what 6 games, 5,
3 or 4, like 4 or 5.
That was not.
I'm sorry, Nagy had so much influence on that, and I guarantee in his mind he was just like, I'm not going to let Trubisky lose this game for us. Excuse me. I'm not going to let Trubisky lose this game for us by throwing an interception. Because they refused to like throw anything down the middle of the field, even like 10 fucking yards. And it's like Allen Robinson runs great 10 to 15 yard routes.
Yeah.
And if you get everyone downfield, at least then fucking maybe Trubisky runs the ball. Why aren't you running Trubisky? Why aren't you having set plays to run
any
Trubisky?
Of the things that we were doing in the
nothing,
past few weeks.
nothing was creative. It was all just bullshit.
No quick plays. Bootlegs.
We had a few bootlegs, but it was like when they wouldn't fucking.
They're doing it at the wrong fucking time. Yeah.
And then like they wouldn't work, and then we continued to do them, and it's like, okay, if you're gonna do a bootleg, at least change the bootleg that you're gonna fucking do.
And we've been so good at running, and we were not running the ball. And if we were, it was at the wrong fucking down.
No, and we didn't hold the ball. And what do we say? Time of possession was going to be
13 yards.
Key. We had no time of possession. Our defense actually did a great job at halftime to allow the Saints to hold them to 7 fucking points when your offense has not been on the field at all. That was really good for our defense. I'll give them that. They almost had 2 interceptions. They did have that 1 interception.
Yeah.
I'd give our defense, honestly, an overall, I'd give them a B. But Pagano, I would give a D because that dude still refuses.
Pagano was unsatisfactory. That dude gets an F.
Yeah. Our players made plays today, but Pagano still sucked. If you noticed every big play that they had, 3rd and like 10, 3rd and 12, we just fucking run zone and they hit it every fucking time. And it's just like, how many times are they going to hit a big play and you're going to put zone out there on 3rd and long
and not have anyone on Kamara?
Oh my God. He's kept slipping out of the fucking backfield without any spy on him. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me that like that was another key that we said. Watch Kamara. Do not let him slip out of the backfield. Always have somebody watching him. But he would slip out and there'd be no spy on him whatsoever.
And
Nobody
then there's no tackling. Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson,
I'm
dude,
over it. I'm
dude.
over you entirely. You fucking watching.
I thought
piece of
about
shit.
it. Do we trade him? Because
I
we
don't
get
know what
rid
his
of
value is.
we get rid of a big contract and we can probably at least get something for him. But
Some
right
dumb team
now,
will pick him up.
what can we actually get out of having him? Because we lose a shit ton of money by having him. And what did he do for us this year? 0 interceptions and how many fucking missed tackles? It's absolutely absurd.
You can count the tackles easier than the amount of missed tackles because he probably missed like 40 tackles.
It is absolutely absurd. I don't understand what Eddie Jackson, like what happened to him this year.
Well, and the thing is, a lot of them he didn't even miss. He just didn't even try.
And the thing is, it's not like he's trying to overcompensate for the other safety. Tashawn Gibson's had a great year.
He stood his ground.
He's had a solid year. Duke Shelley played pretty well in that game.
All these vets that have been there, Jalen Johnson, like our new guys.
Yeah, new guys
showed up. Fuller, I didn't
Bill
really
Dorr
hear
even
much.
did pretty well. Fuller had one big play that was really fucking bad on his.
But throughout the year,
like,
I'm saying that like there wasn't any spark. It's not like he played like shit, but he didn't play up to his potential. Obviously, Buster Screen, fuck him.
He's done. He's gone on the Bears.
I'm glad we have some
He's
rookies.
been out for like 7 or 8 weeks with a concussion. That's not all right. Something's wrong with him. He's done.
Yeah, I'm glad our rookies are good at least because
I feel beaten down.
One thing to look forward to. Cairo, NFC Player of the month or?
He deserves it. I mean, it couldn't have been this month. Had to have been December.
This is the only consistent thing we've had all year.
Yeah. Consistency-wise, maybe Roquan.
But then at the end, he kind of fell off those 2-3 games where our entire defense just played like shit. But it's again, now he played like shit. He just didn't.
No, I mean, even when
once you play that great week after week after week, even if you have a week that's still good.
I mean, I would say Roquan was definitely the most consistent thing on our defense. Maybe Tashawn Gibson. He was fucking honestly pretty fucking solid this year. He was the one who forced like the interception.
Jalen Johnson was pretty solid.
Yeah, when he played
most of the year.
When he played, I mean, yeah,
except for
he
getting decked the first
like,
time, but then he decked someone in return. So,
dude, since that point, I think that was his like welcome to the NFL moment, and ever since then, he was a very different player. And I would have been interested to see how well we would have played. Also, wait, another thing on Pagano. So you switch Fuller to the side that he never plays on. I was like, okay, cool. Michael Thomas must be over there. He must be shadowing Michael Thomas. Nope. Michael Thomas is on Kyle Fuller's normal fucking side of the field. I'm so confused. I was like, why would they put then Fuller over on this side of the field the entire fucking game if he's not shadowing Michael Thomas? What the fuck strategy was that?
Well, and you never see Pagano get mad, and he's getting mad, taking off his mask, screaming. It's like, dude, you're the one setting this shit up. Just like last week.
What kind of strategy
last
is
week
that?
when you put Trevathan on fucking Adams.
No, it wasn't Adams. It was Valdez-Scantling.
And can't do shit about it. And then you're like pissed about it. It's like, dude, you're the one that put him in that position. That's like it's like playing chess and setting up one of your pieces to get fucking taken, and then it gets taken. You're like, what the fuck? It's like, what did you expect to happen? They're not just going to not attack that. Like, it's open for attack. You're going to fucking take that dude out. Again, this week. On that note, I mean, yeah, we will talk about that later date, but at least he's fucking retiring.
He retired, guys.
God, it was just atrocious.
But
3 points through most of the game until the very end when Jimmy Graham literally caught it and then just walked out. He was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, the game was over. There was 0 seconds left on the clock.
Scored a touchdown, my old team. Great fucking catch, by the way. I will give him that. That was dope as fuck.
I will also say penalties were a huge thing.
Penalties.
False starts. And honestly, I will say that the refs made some bad fucking calls. 100%. 100% the refs made some bad calls. Not game-changing calls, but on a consistent enough basis to where I was like, this feels a little off. But for us to get false start on offense, when there are like there are no fans there. I mean, I guess there are a few fans there, but can you imagine how many we would have gotten if it was typical?
I feel like once fans are back, they're just going to be so thrown off by all the noise and shit. At least
Everyone's
for
going
a
to
few
be
weeks, they're just going to be like, "What the fuck? I couldn't hear." It's like, yeah,
like that's
bro.
what a huge part of playing in New Orleans. Normally, their advantage is that you can't hear shit on offense,
Yeah,
and so a lot of people get false starts. So, and we got them with nobody there, and it's just absolutely ridiculous.
And Gardner Johnson is a piece of shit, but you guys need to fucking hold your own.
Well, okay, apparently Nagy pulled them all aside and had like a 15-minute conversation with the whole team about hey, earlier in the week.
So before the game.
So before the game, and said, "Don't let this guy in your fucking head. Like, don't, you know what he's going to try to do. He did it last time. Don't let him get into your head. Pour that shot and we'll talk about it."
I'm not pouring it in that shit. I'll just take it straight out.
Oh, okay. Then cheers.
It's like you brought your own shot glass. Well, I'm not going to
bear down. Yeah, I'm not fucking putting it in that other shot glass. That's bullshit.
I don't want to taste that shit ever again.
So he specifically pulled them aside, talked to them about it, and Anthony Miller is still stupid enough to punch him in the head when he's the number 2 wide receiver that week because Darnell Mooney's out because of an injury. And he's dumb enough to fucking just turn around and smack him in the fucking head. What the fuck? How fucking stupid are you? And you know what? I think the fact that Javon Wims wasn't punished by the team from him fighting him, like full on fighting him.
Oh, if he knocked him like 3 times.
But if the team would have done something to him, like literally just dropped him, because what does he actually bring to our team anyway? Do you think Anthony Miller still would have hit him? Or do you think he would have been like, "Oh, there's repercussions"?
If they would have done it, if they would have gone to that extent of dropping him, no. If they would have suspended him for 5 games, I think at this point, I mean, who knows what was going through Miller's head? We're not going to win this game. I'm going to get my shot in while I can.
Well, I have a question. But how stupid is that anyway? That's still selfish regardless. Do you want a selfish player on your team? And what does Anthony Miller actually bring? Do you see the Bears re-signing him?
I have no problem with him. I wanted us to re-sign A-Rob because...
Well, he's gone.
For one,
he's definitely gone.
For one, he was our number 1 receiver. Honestly, the only person at the beginning of the year that I hadn't seen Cole Kmet, Montgomery and Tariq, I was like, all right, I'm cool with those 2 running backs. Robinson was the only one that I was like, this is who we should keep. Didn't pay him. Who knows what he could have done throughout the season if we would have paid him early on, had a change of motivation, something.
Right. I also do think
I didn't give a shit about
franchise tag him and trade him along with Eddie Jackson. Like Eddie Jackson, we don't have to franchise tag. We already signed him. But franchise tag Anthony Allen Robinson and then really trade him because you can't just let A-Rob walk and not get a fucking thing for him.
No, and I don't know. Miller, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, do you think we should sign him? Because we save $1 million by not re-signing him next year. And what has he really brought to this team this year that has been worth it?
Dropped catches, an ejection, false hopes.
Seriously.
Literally hit.
Darnell Mooney is better than him as a fucking rookie. Like a 6th round rookie.
Anthony Miller is the epitome of like the Bears in the playoffs. It's like you have hope for some reason every time he's out there. You're like,
you just get let down.
Maybe he'll fucking make a catch this week. Maybe he'll show up. No.
And then he'll show up a few times just for you to think like, oh, maybe he is good. Maybe he will show up on a consistent basis. Shit,
let that dude talk to your face. And you know what? Beat him next time. Score a touchdown. You know what's going to shut him up? What's going to shut him up? Losing.
And do you realize that there were
it was offsetting? It wasn't even half, was it?
No, it was like third
quarter early on.
It was offsetting penalties too. So if he wouldn't have smacked him in the head, it would have been a 15-yard penalty on Gardner Johnson. And then we would have gotten
a fucking
so that would have pushed us down the field 15 yards.
Not a head start. We would have gotten an advantage out of that, but no. But Wims and Miller, I just.
Both of them do not need to show up next year.
That kind of
Calvin Ridley, Darnell Mooney, but then what do we do wide receiver wise? Because A-Rob's gone. There's no way we have a chance of re-signing him. There's like no fucking way.
Well, and rumors are Pace and Nagy are back, so
those are the rumors. We'll talk about that. I don't have faith in Pace is fucking
signing anyone worthwhile.
Pace is gonna sign has had how many fucking years? 6 years to do anything with this team.
He's gonna sign a 34-year-old wide receiver. That's at the end of his
Oh,
prime.
you mean like Ted Ginn Jr.? Is that like somebody like that? Yeah, been there, done that. We are fucked. We are fucked next year. Our schedule gets harder, and our team is going to much clearly be worse. And we kept two of the major fucking issues on our fucking team, which is Nagy and Pace. Nagy can't fucking scheme to his players' ability. Pace can't fucking get people with ability. So we're shit. And honestly, next year should be a toss away. Get a good draft pick. Get your quarterback. Because I don't even know who's going to play quarterback for us next year. Trubisky, I'm sorry. I know Trubisky's not amazing. I know he did not have a good game. But what opportunities did they give him to be good in that game?
He played great the 4 weeks Laser called.
But then they're like, okay, yeah, throw 3 yards, throw 4 yards. It's 3rd and 8, throw 3 yards. What the fuck, Trubisky? Why aren't you getting us first downs? Maybe because your play calling is shit.
I guarantee you put him under someone else's system.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, if Andy Reid had
I was going to say Andy Reid or even I don't think he would make it in New England, but
no, he would have had. I guarantee he would have had a better year than Cam Newton had this year.
Oh, definitely.
And he would have had a better year than he had.
Nagy is not. This year. People all around the league are like, Nagy's shown that he can be. Okay, well, I can do a lot of things, but it doesn't matter how much I can do if I don't do it.
But look at his resume. This is what sucks. He's been here 3 years. He hasn't had a losing record. He's made playoffs 2 out of 3 years.
Coach of the Year's first year.
Coach of the Year. How do you fire somebody like that? And it's like, my firing offense right here is, I call him into the office. We hired you because we wanted a good offense. You've been here 3 years, not one good offense. Why should we keep you if the one thing you're supposed to be good at, you're not good at? How does he answer that question? Well, I didn't get my quarterback. Didn't you get Foles this year?
Your quarterback.
I want to run my scheme. You tried to run your scheme with your quarterback this year.
Didn't work.
How did that go? Oh, you had to go back to the original fucking quarterback that everyone
that you didn't want.
That you didn't want. And then you guys started winning again.
That has gotten better
after somebody else started taking play calling over for you. What do you actually bring to the fucking job, Nagy, besides being a nice guy? Because he is a nice guy.
Yeah,
but what does he bring to the job? He's not a good play caller.
I've never liked nice coaches personally. No,
I would disagree. Mike Tomlin's a nice coach.
I said I don't.
I don't
like nice coaches.
I think.
You think?
No, Mike Tomlin is a player's coach. No, I know.
It's just funny that you were like, I think.
I think Andy Reid's a nice coach.
Well, yeah, he just wants to win the game so he can go eat a cheeseburger. No disrespect, he says it himself.
I'm pretty sure he said that after the Super Bowl.
He's like, what are you going to get? I'm going to go celebrate with a double cheeseburger. Like, yeah, because
I'm like, I'd be like, yeah, dude, go to the fucking fanciest restaurant in wherever the fuck they played. Was that somewhere in Florida, right?
Yeah, go like.
It wasn't Tampa.
But if he was under Belichick or Reid or. I mean,
he would be a better.
At least 10 different teams around the league. They would know how to utilize him.
Who does Mike Shanahan have? Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo. Guess what? He still looks better than fucking Trubisky. Like the Rams coach. I'm getting a little tipsy now, but
yeah, that shit was
Sean McVay. He makes Jared Goff. They are still in the fucking playoffs. They went to a Super Bowl. Jared Goff is not a very good quarterback. But guess what? He makes him better. He doesn't try to make him fit his fucking scheme. They're a run-first team with weapons as wide receivers. They don't have a great quarterback. The Rams are not a great fucking they don't have a great quarterback, but they have a great coach who coaches to their players. And guess what, Nagy? You're not that. So why should we keep you? And you know what? I don't know where the Bears go from here, and this is far off from the Saints game. We'll talk about all of this. I think we should talk about that and Pagano and maybe future defensive coordinators that we should go for now that we know how fucked we are with our offense next year and our GM getting another fucking chance to fuck up a draft. My only hope is that
all I'm saying is don't draft another tight end.
Oh my God, no. Do not spend one draft pick on a tight end. Cole Kmet is the future at tight end. 1,000% he's the future. But I do think maybe we look into getting Zach Ertz because it looks like he's not going to be on the Eagles next year. we get Zach Ertz. We could pick him up for a similar price that we would have paid Jimmy Graham. And Zach Ertz and Cole Kmet look real good.
That's a dynamic duo.
That looks like a good fucking duo. I'm not gonna lie, because he's still younger than Jimmy Graham. So I do think maybe we look into that, because I think that's like an upgraded tight end room from this year, and it's still another veteran for Cole Kmet to learn from for another year, while he's still getting better and better. But the New Orleans game, it sucked. What sucked is like we went into halftime. I was like, I have hope. 7-3. We come out, get a strong drive.
Reaffirmed everything I thought, though. I was like, we weren't. Like
But
I said, we didn't deserve to get there because
that was
we
Bill
weren't.
Lazor's play
We
calling.
weren't built for.
There's
the
no
playoffs.
way that was Bill Lazor's play calling. That looked like Nagy was like, if we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down on my fucking play calls. I'm not gonna let Trubisky fuck this game up for me. I'm not gonna let Bill Lazor fuck this game up for me. It's gonna be on me. I think that he has too much pride to fucking let Bill Lazor call the game and have Bill Lazor let Trubisky at least throw some shit down the field. Because if you don't throw shit down the field, you throw all these all these short passes. Guess what they have to do? They just stack the box, and either you throw a short pass or you run the ball. All their guys are fucking right there. You're not tricking anybody down the field where somebody could break free. So you didn't test the defense at all. Our defense actually held up despite the fucking shitty play calling by Pagano. But you know what? As shitty as it is, I get to relax now.
There was a sense of as soon as the game ended there.
Maybe not as soon as the game ended. As soon as I woke up the next day, I was like, you know what? I can breathe deeply again. I can actually enjoy other games
For
going on.
me, it was
now.
honestly instant relief, because if not, I know the exact feeling of winning one game in the playoffs, and immediately you're just like, it's like when you pay off a bill and you're like, well, I'm gonna have to pay it again in a month. Win this game, then I'm like, well, fuck. What happens if we get to the next round, and then the next
And then we also would have had to play the Packers, and you know what? I really don't want to lose to the Packers three times in one season. So that was another kind of like sigh of relief. I think the Rams could put up a good fight against Green Bay. If it's a slightly warm game, they have the running game that could beat them down. Jared Goff should be out there. And Aaron Donald can bring a fucking pass rush on
break him.
On fucking
Rodgers.
Karen Rodgers. I was trying to think of the first name that you used. Karen Rodgers. I think
Donald, get Karen.
Come on. Wow.
Aaron, get
Normally
Karen.
Karens are on Donald's side, but that's like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think they actually have the weapons offensively and defensively to possibly give Green Bay a good game. So they're well built for it, and they actually are well coached. So I'm actually kind of excited to see. I think they have a chance, unless it's like a really cold game, in which case Green Bay's obviously got the upper hand. They're from LA. When they came to Chicago in 2018, we didn't bury them, but you could tell we beat them down physically, and in the cold, they couldn't fucking do
it. Especially quarterbacks.
They didn't want to play anymore.
Especially quarterbacks, and with a broken thumb.
But they have the run game that to actually keep it away from Jared Goff and having cold hands and throwing interceptions and shit. But regardless, I don't know if there's anything else about the game that you want to talk about. I'm good. I'm actually at ease with everything that's happened. It sucks. I wish more changes would come to the organization because of this loss and how bad it was.
At least
Pagano is gone. But we
got Cairo.
We need the president gone. We need Pace gone. If Nagy gets another fucking year, like whatever, like I don't want that to happen. I'll accept that, but I can't believe Pace is going to get another fucking year. Right now, it looks like is it Ted Phillips that is
a year that everybody's
president, and he's going to get another year. And it's just like, when do we rip it all down? And I was listening to somebody today, and they're like, well, why not? Why rip it down this year when there's nothing good that the other person, all the people coming in can do? And it's like, why wait a year to rip shit?
So what, we're going to be good maybe in 3 or 4 years, or
Why
in 2
wait?
and 3.
Why wait? If you know you're gonna rip it down next year, why not just rip it down this year? What is the fucking difference? What changes that? The one thing I can say is giving a head coach 3 years, them having the resume that Nagy had, and then firing them could make it an unappealing job to other head coaches. But GMs, no GM would expect to have Ryan Pace's history with draft picks and trades and free agent pickups and expect to keep their job after 6 years. Like he's had plenty of time to like do shit, and he hasn't. Nagy, okay, you want to keep Nagy for a 4th year, show other coaches like, hey, we do hold on to coaches that, you know, like even if you're not doing well, we'll give you another year.
Thing is, coaches know coming in, the Bears organization has been shit for a while, just like the Bulls.
Well, that's exactly why you got to rip it down, because don't you feel better even if the Bulls do have a
once
shitty
they fired
season?
Garpax and fired Jim Boylan and everything from like trainers and shit, and it was like, all right,
from the top down,
give someone else a new shot with this same core team of players, add some new guys, see what they can do. Already, players on the Bulls are responding to Billy Donovan as a coach way better than they ever did to Boylan.
What, we almost beat the Clippers. We almost beat the Lakers.
We lost by 2 to 3 points to some of the best teams in the league. And our rookies guarded Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James. It's all about like who you bring in at the right time. There's no point in waiting one more year.
I know this is super off subject, but Gafford needs more playing time.
Yeah.
I guarantee that at the end of this season, blocks per minute, he has the most.
Gafford,
blocks
Williams,
per minute played, he would have the most because he plays like 10 minutes a game and walks away with 1 or 2 blocks every fucking game.
Yeah,
with 10 or less minutes. And
it's all about the coaching, fuck? You know, about the.
I actually thought the coach was a great hire because
Billy Donovan was dope.
He came from the Thunder, right?
Yeah, Arturas Carnicelas.
Either way, super off.
Well, it all relates. Don't wait a year. Just if you can, just fucking break the walls down.
There's no point.
If you're going to rebuild a house, if you're going to rebuild a house, you know it's shitty. Why wait a year and let it get worse before you have to make more repairs? Start repair now.
Can I just play devil's advocate? How many coaches are getting hired this year in the NFL? Or I should say, how many just got fired? And how many are getting hired? There's 5 or 6 teams right now? So because of that, you could walk away with the 6th option on your list for a coach.
Yeah.
But GM, there's a lot less. There's like 3 looking for a GM. Just get rid of fucking Pace, man. Just get rid of fucking Pace. What's the point of keeping Pace for another fucking year? Because then we get the new GM. He gets a year of experience, and then they go, do you want Nagy again? If not,
bye.
Do whatever the fuck you need to do. You can fire Nagy. You can keep whatever coaching staff you want.
But you keep Nagy another year and you get a new GM in 2 years. Maybe you keep Nagy another year and see how you work with. I don't want Nagy for 2 more years. There's
absolutely no fuck. If Nagy's here in 2 years, I am gonna have a hard time rooting for this team. I think this is dragged on long enough, though. Let's cheers.
Donald, fuck Karen up.
God, dude, please. I honestly just. Packers lose, the rest of the playoffs are fucking.
I don't give a shit.
I am actually going to enjoy every minute of them.
It'll be just football.
But
fun
right
to watch
now,
football.
I have to root for whatever team I think has a chance against the fucking Packers, like the best chance. I'm like, Tampa Bay versus fucking New Orleans. Who has a better chance against Green Bay? Because that's a team I'm going to root for.
But
I don't fucking know which one it is.
I don't even know.
Tampa Bay already beat them, so they have that confidence. They're both warm-weathered teams that don't want to go to Green Bay.
If it comes down to quarterbacks, I think Tampa Bay has a better shot against Green Bay.
I don't know. Bear down. We'll talk to you about more shit about coaching and shit like that. But for right now,
it's been a year.
Adios, Pagano.
Sayonara, bitch.
I don't hate him as a guy, by the way.
No, he's
just
cool.
A really bad
I'd barbecue
coach.
with him, but don't coach my defense ever again.
He probably uses pepper and thinks shit spicy. But other than that,
it's got some zest in there.